Get ready for impeachment.
The wording of the Mueller appointment as special counsel is aimed at the campaign period. He can expand it later, perhaps, but he has to get permission. We need to look at Donald Trump's connections to the Russians and Russian money going back to 1990. We need to keep in mind that Donald Trump's national security advisor was a foreign agent. I mean, think about that for a moment. The most sensitive national security position in America was held by a foreign agent. And while he's registered as an agent of Turkey, when you trace back the money, it actually came from a Russian oligarch. The Russians had their guy in charge of overseeing our national security. That in and of itself is so astonishing. Trump says he has nothing to do with Russia, and I've always said, well, plenty to do with Russians. It's come out in the bankruptcy proceedings of the Trump Tower Toronto, a failed project that went bankrupt where Trump Company was the manager, that it depended on a loan made by a bank whose executive, and Trump got at least $15 million via this loan. And who is the executive chairman of the bank that made the loan for this failed project? Vladimir Putin. And that's where we need a lot of focus. And it's got to go back years here to when Donald first got involved with the Russians, when he needed money. And it's amazing how every time he was in a position where he was desperate for cash, one of the oligarchs, who are essentially a government-sponsored network of criminals, would show up with cash and put it in Donald's pocket through complex transactions.